Hey, so today we're going to look at what, as a ecom brand or ecom brand in pretty much every niche, let's say supplement, fitness, you guys are selling energy drinks, supplements, anything in consumable niche. So if you're not having minimum 7 to 8 core automations on your Klaviyo account or whatever email marketing software you use, you guys could be leaving a lot of money on the table. How much money? Probably up to 20% of your current revenue, because that will have abandoned carts, abandoned browse abandoned, people who just abandon their product and never look at it because they don't get reminded. So, but we'll get into it, like how you can remind them in a correct way so that it doesn't feel that you're trying to sell them. And most people leave their site, leave your site, whatever store you have, they leave their site, they never come back, they abandon the checkout, they never come back. um, some people buy, but they don't buy, they only buy once from your store and they never return on your store. So we also gonna see how we can nurture them again if they have not bought in, let's say, X number of days or 30 number of days or 40 number of days, whatever you want to call it. So first major thing that most supplement brands or fitness brand or whatever niche you guys have should have is a welcome series. So I know most ecom brands, if you're an e-commerce owner watching this, you might have an pop-up form on your phone, on your store, but that's a basic pop-up form that doesn't give any discount, that doesn't give any value. So we want to avoid doing that. So instead, we can give a discount even if you guys are not good in giving discounts. You can just give a 5% discount if that doesn't disturb your profit margins. And so with that thing, what's going to happen is that the cold traffic that is coming from the Facebook ads or Google ads or Meta ads, they're gonna get shown a pop-up form which they will of course sign in, because not most people are going to sign in, but 6% of that have to, because that's currently the number I did with all of my clients through the pop-up form. Even though the industry's average is like 2-3% of all of the per day viewers of the store, only 6% of them sign in, and that's the best, even excellent, and we can even move forward above in the numbers. So the only reason for someone as an ecom brand should have this welcome series is because that will nurture the customer if they're cold traffic. But because, and even most of them are also going to be cold traffic anyway. So if someone comes from Meta ad or Google ad, they, if they see a pop-up form which is giving them a discount of 5%, they are more likely to sign, if they're more likely to sign in the email list if we are just saying sign up for discounts and exclusive stuff like that. So we want to avoid doing that, and instead we can have, you got 10% off, you got 5% off on your first order, and then they're more likely to sign in because they're getting a discount. And then we can choose however we want to nurture them, because even if they don't buy, it's perfectly fine, because at least they got into the list, and that's the main thing most ecom brands should also focus on, is like growing their list. And we're going to get into that, like how we can do that in a better way in the next video. I'll post about that. So in the welcome series, what you want to do is, the main intent of this email is this welcome email series is to welcome the customers, give them discount, tell them who we are, who this is for, take their objections, give them testimonials and stuff like that. So in the first email, and I'm also going to show you live with the welcome series and the whole flow setup that I've just created for one of my clients. I'll just show you in a bit. So welcome and discount is something you should send immediately. So once it gets sent out, they will know that even with that, there's a lot of complications. So even though most brands could have a welcome series, it's just basic things like, hey, take this discount. And I've also reviewed a lot of brands email in the last week, probably more than 100, and I've realized that most people, if even if they have to give a discount through a pop-up form, it's just a basic reminder like, hey, this is your discount. Nothing more informative or persuasive in terms of copy and design. It's just a basic design which have the discount. So we want to avoid doing that as a if you're a well-established ecom brand, because we don't really do unprofessional stuff. So welcome discount and a warm welcome is the topmost thing as an ecom brand you should have in the first email of the welcome series, which I'll just show you in a bit. So going into that welcome email, so the welcome email that I've created, and it's I've just installed these on their store, but I've also have some examples of my past client who generated more than, I think, $7,000 in just about 20 days from this welcome series, only when the right tools are used. If you don't use the right tools like Klaviyo or MailChimp and you use some other email marketing software, even though some people are just going to say that it depends upon the email and not the software, but it's mostly the other way around, because most software doesn't even have that many segmentations and triggers and stuff like that. So we want to make sure that we use the right tool if we want to have more revenue from the email marketing channel. So this is a simple email, as you can see. I can also show you the example of the bad welcome email, but let's just keep it this way. Welcome to the brand name, and in the top we're just giving them the discount, and that's just perfectly fine, because we can also test if we don't give them discount in the first header, so first section of the email, if that works. But honestly, for the pulling more revenue, this is what actually works. So give them the discount in the first section, start here, 5% off, welcome to the brand's name. You thought we were average, really good. And then we just give them some info, some infographics like, so this brand have a drink which have fiber that is almost as same as the bowl of an oats. So that's what I've put in here. And then don't just take it for word, see what our customers are saying. So this is the section where we can give them more credibility that other people are also buying, so you should buy it too. And I've also reviewed a welcome email in my last video, so I can also pull that up and see. Wait a second. So yeah, this was also another welcome email from a brand who's selling, it's kind of a competitor of Zin's nicotine pouch, and they're selling ashwagandha L-theanine in their pouch. So that's their main USP, that they have non-addictive stuff. Welcome to the brand, use code. They also give the discount code in the first place. I'm also going to audit this whole email in the next video, so stick to that. And then there is no info section, nothing, and they'll just have the testimonial section, and that's pretty much it. And I've created a better one for them, which says, hell yeah legend, you made it, just found your new com, use code, simple thing. But the headline in this one and that one, you can see it's pretty much big difference that can be better for the conversion of the email. So then we have what's inside of our product and whatever they have in the product I've put in, and then we have what our customers are saying at the end, because firstly we have the headline in the first section, which is going to be persuasive and not a generic headline, because we want to avoid doing that. Even though most people are just going to sign up for the discount and they will take the discount, buy it, but that's not the whole point of having an email series in the first place. So we want to make it professional, and if you're doing any email marketing, might as well should do it in a better way, and just hop on a call with me and I'll do that for you in the best way as possible. In the second email, we have why choose us. So that is differentiating us from them and why they should buy from us rather than some other brand. So that's the thing that every brand should do, is compare. Not compare, but tell them that other people doesn't have that in the product, we have. And then we have our whatever customers are saying in another email, another testimonial email, story email, discount reminder, last chance. And even as you can see, their cart email is kind of really big. This is just plugged from Shopify. I think Klaviyo does have a really simple email that doesn't even make any sense. I'm not sure why they do this. They can do better. And here's another example of a brand who sell energy drink named Jim Weed. You ask, we deliver first, same email. It's pretty much same thing, but because if something is working, we should do it, and we should not try to reinvent the whole thing. If it's working for them, it should work for them too in most cases. So this was another example of a welcome email, which is pretty basic, as you saw, in same as this one. And this one is another from a food brand. So pretty much the same thing, some copy, and what makes us different, because we want to give them more value and info. And then we have the product section as always, and then the customer reviews. And this is what a good welcome email should look like, and as in the first email we send. And in the second email we can show for bestsellers. So they have 4 drinks, so I've just put the flavors, and I'm thinking of testing both of these as a bestseller email, because why not? And testing things improves a lot of stuff, because we should try to see what are we not doing wrong, because I don't think this is wrong in terms of design or copy at all. It's just that what we can improve. And then we have the testimonial email, caution email, and a discount reminder like heads up, no rush or anything, but your welcome discount is about to expire in 24 hours. Use code welcome5. And then we have the our story email, which is after this email, but it's just in the design board in the right side. So let's get back to the motherboard and talk about the next series. So next series is if someone is on your website, like most cold traffic, I think Klaviyo doesn't allow you to track cookies. So if you have someone who's not even on your list and they do view your website, there are a lot of third-party tools that we can use to track them even without their consent. A lot of application, I think I forgot the name, but I'll link that in the description if as an ecom brand you want to use that. So if someone visited your website but they did not view any product or added anything to the cart or had no intent of buying, we can send them a site abandon reminder that we saw you were checking us out, and in the next day we can say, look our testimonials, look whatever other people who have brought our stuff are saying, and stuff like that. So an example of that is, we saw you checking us out, no judgment, we know choosing a new soda is a big deal. It's I think the website, not the website, but the headline have to be persuasive all of the time. If not, I don't think they will even wanna scroll through the email. And I've also put an AI generated image from Gemini as image, just their can wearing a glasses, because, and it's even having face that we saw you were checking us out. And then we have the we not just another diet soda, here's why, feel the difference, some infographic that other brands don't have this, we do, check this one. And then we have another email, so are we doing this or what? We know you're just browsing, but your gut is asking, when are we trying this? Try it. So this is pretty much a good site abandon series. So if someone gets sent out these email, even if they don't buy, they're probably gonna get back to the website and check out one of their products, let's say. And then we get to the browse abandon, and in the browse abandon we have still thinking about it, and then we have a product section in the email itself, because Klaviyo and other good email marketing software, they do allow us to put the product in the email itself, so that people who have abandoned the product can see and buy. That's the whole thing. And then we have the cart abandon series, and I've already explained the browse abandon. And then we have the cart abandon series. So in the cart abandon series is first email have to be a reminder, nothing else. We can't really say anything else. So it's pretty much the same thing. It's the same thing, but common sense, that we have to remind them, and that's it. First we have to remind them, then we have to pitch them our bestsellers, and then we have to pitch them who this is for, if this is right for you, if this is wrong for you, if you have any questions, pretty much just handling the objection. And then we have the founders reminder on, let's say, day 4 or 3. If they don't buy, we're just gonna say that, hey, it's founder's name from brand's name, we saw you have this product in your cart, and is everything all right? If you have any questions, reply to this email, and I'll get back to you. Somewhere along that line, this should it should look like this. And even if they don't buy, we can give them a discount, even though the email that I've made, they didn't really want to go with the discount in the cart section, but it's perfectly fine. Even if they don't buy, we give them discount, tell them why we're different, and then we close the discount. And if they buy this is gonna end. But if they don't buy, we're gonna send them another reminder that, is everything okay, from the founder. And even if they don't buy, then move to Winback series. Winback series is an series which, if someone have not brought anything in the last 30 days, they are gonna get sent out an email and a discount that it's been a while, we missed you, check this out, somewhere along that line. And then we have the post purchase or order confirmation, because I think order confirmation is going to be a different thing that's going to be sent out on autopilot from Shopify itself. So that's just a different case scenario. But post purchase is when someone buy, thank you from the founder immediately, that thanks for, let me show you the example of what I created for them. So it's a drink, so we just say Bubs mode unlocked. It's in route, track my order, wanna double dip. You're gonna fall in love anyway, might as well should build up a stash. So we're persuading them to buy more of this thing that they have just brought and it's on the way. Why not? It doesn't look pushy at all because they've already brought it, so they understand what we're trying to do here. And then we have the want to add more, how to use benefits, leave a review, replenishment reminder is pretty important if you are a supplement brand. So if you have a supplement brand and let's say you have electrolyte and it's only about 7 to 8 drinks, we're gonna have to send them a reminder that buy again. And you might ask, what if they have not used? I think that's not our problem. That shouldn't be our concern at all. So most of them will use it. Maybe someone will use it in 3 days, share it with someone else. But if they have genuine supplements like calcium, and if they use twice a day or once a day, it should pretty much end in 30 days if that's what you offer. Even though most supplement, I think they have about 120 to 120 and above of the, I think, pack for the timeline. So then we have Bubs, a legend guide to gut health. Skip the lecture, pro tip 1, and this info could change your fizz game forever, so pay attention. Skip the lecture, pro tip 1, pro tip 2. We just telling them like how you can use it. And then we have like it, love it, leave it a review. Love it a review. Oh yeah, leave a review. So then we have your thing arrived, here's how to get most of everything. So we tell them like this is how you want to use it if you want to get the best out of this thing. And Winback, as I've already told you, it's if someone have not brought in the last X number of days, whatever you want to call it. So this for the whole email series that help pretty much all of my clients generate above 20% of their revenue just from automations, and another 17% from the campaigns and stuff. So if you're an e-commerce brands watching this, we can hop on a call and I can audit your email list and your Klaviyo account for free and get back to you and see how we can do better in terms of email marketing. So yeah, just let me know if you're an e-com brand. If you're an agency owner or someone who do email marketing, and if you have any questions around it, you can shoot me a message on Instagram.